moaned the crowd. "Never mind that. Stick at 'em!" cried Mittie, jumping down from his perch. "A couple more hits and the game's on ice. Dude, poke one to left. Don't swing, just poke one over the infield." Thatcher went to bat while Enoch ran to the coacher's box and began to yell and scream, to tear up the grass with his spikes, to give every indication of insanity. Thatcher was remorselessly unanxious. He made Ward split the plate, and at last with 3-2 he placed a short fly back of third. Another runner scored. 2 out, bases full, 1 run to tie. Mittie Maru suddenly lost all his quiet. He jumped at Chase and clasped him with small claw like hands. His eyes shone on Chase with a power that was hypnotic. And through the gleam of power beamed his friendship and hope and faith. "Chase, somethin' told me it would hang fire for you. Now, my Star of the Diamond, it's up to you. If ever in your life you put wood on it, do it now." When Chase hurried to the plate, the great crowd rose and shouted one long, sharp cry, and sank into intense silence. The situation was too critical for anything but suspended breath. Enoch's coaching pealed over the field. "Oh, my! Mugg's Landin', Irish stew, lace curtains, razzmatazz! We're a goin' to do it! We can't be stopped now! Oh, my! They're takin' him out! They need another pitcher!" The Columbus captain sent Ward to the bench and ordered out Hinson, a left-hander. He nervously rubbed the ball. Enoch broke loose again. "Hinson, look who's at the bat!" he yelled in terrible tones. "It's Chase! He's leadin' the league! Oh my! Mugg's Landin'!" If ever Chase felt like flint, the time was then. He heard nothing. He saw nothing but the pitcher. It seemed he called upon all his faculties to help his eyesight. His whole inner being swelled with emotions that he subordinated to deadly assurance. Hinson took his swing and sent up a fast ball. Chase watched it speed by. "Ball!" called Silk. Hinson swung again. Chase got the range of the ball, stepped forward, and, with his straight, clean, powerful sweep met it fairly. Bing! It rang off like a bell. The crowd burst into thunder. When Chase's liners started off so, only the fence stopped them. This one shot for the corner behind center field. For an instant everybody thought the ball was going over, but it hit a billboard and bounced back. What a long, booming, hoarse, and thrilling roar rent the air! 2 runners scored, and Thatcher was coming fast. Then, in the wild moment, all grasped that Chase, with his wonderful fleetness, was gaining on Thatcher. His fair hair streamed in the wind. His beautiful stride swallowed up the distance. The center fielder got the ball and threw to Stark, who had run out to receive the throw. As Chase, now close to Thatcher, turned third, Stark lined the ball home. Every heart was bursting. Every eye was staring. The women were screaming, "Run, boy! Run, boy! Oh, run! Run! Run!" and yet could not hear their own voices. The men were roaring, "On! On! On! Ah!" The Findlay players leapt like warriors around a stake. Mittie Maru ran toward the plate. Stark's great throw sped on. Thatcher scored. "Slide, Chase, slide!" In one blended roar the whole crowd voiced a fear awful at the moment. Chase slid in a flash of dust across the plate, a fraction of time ahead of the ball. It bounded low, glanced off the catcher's glove, and struck Mittie, who whirled late, fairly on his hump. Poor Mittie went down as if he had been shot, spun round like a top, and lay still. But few on the field saw this accident. The crowd had gone into a sort of baseball delirium tremens. Chase had made a home run inside the grounds, scoring 4 more runs. A thunderbolt out of the clear sky would have passed unnoticed. Someone carried Mittie into the dressing room. The game went on. Poke blanked the Columbus players inning after inning. The heart was taken out of them. Findlay won. Before a weak, voiceless, shaken, disheveled, happy crowd the score went up. Findlay 11, Columbus 8. Inside the dressing room the players grouped silently, with pale faces, around a space where a doctor worked over Mittie Maru. A cold hand gripped their hearts. The doctor kept shaking his head and working. Still the little misshapen form lay huddled in a small heap. The pale, distorted face showed no sign of life. "Ah!" breathed the doctor in sudden relief. Mittie Maru began to stir. He twisted, his narrow breast heaved, he moaned in pain, broke into incoherent speech. Then, as consciousness fully returned, he lived over the last play he had seen. "Steady, Chase, old man. Eagle eye. Now, old boy. Lay back. Bing the next one. Oh, run, Chase! Up on your toes. Now you're flyin'. Make it a triple. Come on! Come on! Come on! It's a homer! It's a homer! It's a homer!" End of chapter 15.